Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. We've got a lot of news to talk about in this video, a lot of exciting stuff, including Red Dead Redemption 2 possibly leaked on PC. It's looking pretty likely, and I've thought Red Dead Redemption 2 was gonna be coming to PC. It's just Rockstar being Rockstar and just trying to maximize their profit margin as best as they can. Also, I want to point your guys' attention to a deal available as a part of the summer sale on the Steam link. Typically, it's 85% off on Steam, but they have gotten even deeper, and now it's got an even more significant discount, although it does have a significant shipping tax on it. But still, considering that this was $50 for the price that you can get it for now, it's pretty ridiculous. Also want to talk a little bit about Gears of War 5 and it being built ground up for PC. I actually just played through Gears 4 and I played a majority of that on PC. So I thought talking about Gears of War 5 and my experiences with Gears 4 now in 2018 would be kind of relevant. And then I also want to tell you guys about an update on Divinity Original Sin 2. That game is seeing its definitive edition released, and coming with that are a lot of significant changes. The developers have a video uploaded, so if you just want to check out that, it's about 15 minutes. They go pretty in-depth on that, but I wanted to talk about that as well, so more on that in a little bit. First, let's talk Red Dead Redemption 2. Of course, this is probably the most anticipated game of 2018. Unfortunately, it is not seeing a PC release. A PC release isn't even confirmed yet, but myself and a lot of other gamers are figuring that Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to follow in suit like Rockstar did with Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 was released in 2013 on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. A year later, it was released on PS4 and Xbox One, and then it eventually came to PC. So you see what Rockstar did there? They got people to legitimately buy Grand Theft Auto 5 3 times. Once on the 360 PS3, once on the Xbox One PS4, and once on the PC. Now, you might be thinking, are people actually buying this game multiple times? Well, I guarantee you that there are a bunch of people watching this video that can attest, yes, they bought Grand Theft Auto 5 multiple times. I bought Grand Theft Auto 5 multiple times. I think literally every single one of my friends bought Grand Theft Auto 5 at least twice, and there's a few outliers out there that bought it 3 times. Now, 3 times, that's a little crazy. Personally, I did that as well, so you can see Rockstar is making just insane amounts of revenue, but at the same time, a game like Grand Theft Auto 5, a game like Red Dead Redemption 2, these are massive undertakings. These are massive games to develop, and they need to recoup the cost somehow. Honestly speaking, they're probably recouping the cost after the first release of Red Dead Redemption 2, but knowing what they know, and knowing that their games are heralded to a point where people will buy these titles multiple times just on different platforms, I think RDR 2 is that one game. Even if you're an adamant PC gamer, you are excited for Red Dead Redemption 2. So if you do have a PS4 or Xbox One, you're probably gonna buy it on there, and then at some point, if it does come to PC, you're gonna buy it there as well. Now, enough of the rambling. How did Red Dead Redemption 2 get leaked? Well, over on a Rockstar developer's LinkedIn profile, they have Red Dead Redemption 2 listed on there, and they have it listed for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Now, what's interesting is they also had GTA 5 listed, and they have all the platforms for that as well. So I don't want to say this makes it 100% certain that Red Dead Redemption 2 will come to PC, but I think it's very likely. And you might point to the fact, hey, RDR 1 never came to PC. Well, why is that? Well, RDR 1 was released all the way back in 2010. PC gaming was not as big as it is now, and it's not as streamlined to get people to buy games. And the rumbling is that Red Dead Redemption 1 just had horrible coding, and making a PC version would be very difficult. With Red Dead Redemption 2, it's being developed for the PS4 and the Xbox One. These consoles are designed very similarly to PC, and honestly, I think if Rockstar could, they would release RDR 1 on PC. And even to this day, I feel like if they did release RDR 1 on PC, it would sell insane. But you know, going into the development of RDR 2, they probably had it in the back of their mind, a PC version would happen at some point, as it's just a lot of extra revenue for them. They know this. They see the sales of GTA 5. GTA 5 has sold incredibly well on PC. You think Rockstar is just gonna forego that monetary income? I doubt it. Now again, you can always point to Red Dead Redemption 1 never coming to PC, but I would just like to think that that was extenuating circumstances. It was a different time period, and with Red Dead Redemption 2, things are very different. But again, Rockstar is going to be super crafty with it and release it on the PS4 and Xbox One first, a PC version down the line, because there are a bunch of people even watching this video that are definitely going to be double dipping on the game. I know I'm picking up RDR 2 in October, and if it does come to PC, I'll be picking it up there as well. It's a horrible tactic for me to support, but honestly, at this point, they got me by the balls, so what can I do?
Makes us brothers. Sometimes brothers make mistakes.
You'll never
Okay, so moving on from that, over on Steam as a part of their summer sale, you can pick up Steam Link 95% off for $2.50. This Steam Link literally retails for $49.99 and now it's $2.50. Now I should mention if you're picking it up, it does have a $7 shipping charge to it, so it's $9.50. That is still absolutely insane, and for those of you that don't know what Steam Link is, it essentially lets you stream games from your PC to this Steam Link device and you can hook it up to a television. Now the issue is, of course, internet connectivity. You're gonna want a pretty solid internet connection for the streaming to actually work. Personally, I've never used Steam Link, but I have used devices such as the Nvidia Shield. The Nvidia Shield is very similar. It's its own portable device and you can stream your Steam games right onto it. It's a pretty cool device. Never really gained a lot of traction, but I was a big fan of it. And now Steam Link, if you are interested in it, you can pick it up for $2.50, and with a $7 shipping charge, you are paying $9.50. You can also check out the Steam controller and Steam Link bundle. That is 66% off for $34.19. Honestly, I was not a big fan of the Steam controller. I got one with one of the Steam machines, and it's a cool concept. The idea of being able to play PC-centric games with a controller is nice, but to me, it really tries to achieve that halfway point between a controller and a keyboard and mouse, and I'd rather go full-on one way or the other, either use a controller or use a keyboard and mouse. The Steam controller just tries to get the best of both worlds, and in my opinion, it's just not for me, but I've heard a lot of other people really liked it, so you can check that out as well. Moving on from that, Gears of War 5 is of course coming to PC. As is any Xbox One title these days, they are coming to Windows 10. And what's interesting about Gears of War 5 is the game is actually running at 4K and 60 FPS on the Xbox One X. That is pretty ridiculous because on my PC with a GTX 1080 and an Intel Core i7, I couldn't even run Gears of War 4 at 4K 60 FPS. I had to bump it down to 1440p and then I could get 60 FPS no problem. But obviously Coalition, the developers, are going to work a lot harder with the optimization of Gears 5 on the One X than they did with Gears 4 on PC. But interestingly enough, they are saying that Gears of War 5 is being built from the ground up on PC, and the Coalition studio head Rod Ferguson talked about Gears of War 5 on PC and said this, quote, "You'll be able to max it out to quite high. It's still reasonably early, but we can usually get to 120 frames per second. It's obviously going to matter what hardware you're using to get that, but it'll be able to scale up that high if the hardware can push it." Now, I did enjoy Gears of War 4. I thought the story was very lackluster, but I was a fan of the set pieces and the actual gameplay in the game. I thought that was rather strong. Gears of War 5, I was very impressed by the announced trailer. It seems like not a lot of people are a fan of Kate taking that main character role. I mean, we just got introduced to JD, Marcus's son, and now it seems like he's being relegated to more of a side character. And Gears of War is one of those games that I really associated with more of a masculine frame, so just playing as a female character just seems a little off to me. You can have a female character in the party, but having a female character as the lead, I just don't know about that with a game like Gears of War. I'm fine with female leads in games where the context fits it. It's just thinking about how Gears has been built up over the last decade plus, having a female lead just seems very odd to me, but the actual gameplay looked very good, and Gears 5 does seem to be a lot different than recent Gears titles in terms of some of the set pieces and whatnot, so this is a game that I'm still very much excited for. It's just playing as Kate, I don't know, not a big fan of that.
God damn it, both of you, listen.
I'll go with her. Look, if you're missing, Jen will notice.
Okay. I'll push Jack the coordinates. No, Corporal, you're coming back to North Fury.
And finally, real quickly, I do want to mention that Divinity Original Sin 2 is having a definitive edition release. It is being released on consoles, but the PC version is also seeing a lot of enhancements, namely to a lot of the endgame content, and the game is actually going to be easier to hit 60 frames per second on because they're porting it to the Xbox One and the PS4. A lot more optimization has been done, and it is said that the game is going to be easier to run. So if you've been playing Divinity Original Sin 2, this is going to be a significant update to that game. Personally, I still haven't checked this game out. I know that's borderline criminal at this point. It's said to be one of the best RPGs of all time. It is 20% off as a part of the Steam Summer Sale for $36, so you can check it out that way. I did play Original Sin 1 and I had a great time with it, but I've heard Original Sin 2 is just a far, far superior game. So that is going to conclude this video. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Red Dead Redemption 2 looks to be coming to PC if a LinkedIn profile is to be believed. Now, it's not going to come at launch. I would imagine that we would see this sometime in 2019, probably late 2019 or maybe even early 2020. Who knows? They could release RDR2 as a launch title for the next generation consoles, and then the PC version could come with that. But usually these LinkedIn profiles and all of the leaks through them are on point. You can save 95% on Steam Link. It is down to $2.50. Of course, you do have a $7 shipping charge, but that is still a great deal nonetheless. Gears 5 is being built ground up for the PC, and they are saying you'll be able to hit 120 frames per second depending on your hardware. That seems a little hard to believe, especially if that's in 4K. 60 FPS 4K was not possible with with a 1080, so 120 FPS just seems real crazy unless they do some crazy optimization. But I hope that is the case. And Divinity Original Sin 2 is getting a significant update along with more endgame content. The game's going to be easier to run, and they are touting thousands of changes, so that is something to bear in mind. I'll leave a link to an article that goes pretty in-depth on it in the description box below. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below as well, and as always guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.